Good afternoon. It's time for another NFL Bucky's Mill Day. The show is Mike C, of course, and the star of the show on top. It's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. We have a lot to go over today, so I want to talk too much. But first, Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you today? Well, we have our training camp sign that I talked about last week, and I finally printed it out. So training camps for all the teams are underway. I think I not sure if it's today, but very soon they'll be in pads, so that's exciting. And Lions are one of the few NFC teams, at least, that don't have any controversies. Packers do. Cowboys have a lot. They have players unsigned. The Eagles, everybody pretty much except the Lions. So that's good news. But last week's video we had 10. Pretty modest, but a lot of stuff's going on. The main thing, not the main, one of the main reasons is the Olympics. And Carl and I watched the opening ceremonies. For the most part, they were fantastic, very colorful. Paris is it's a world city, and lots of lights and fountains and just beautiful scenery. The cauldron was lit, which is very unique. For the most part, it was fantastic. Commentators weren't that great, but that's okay. But the main controversy and what people are talking about, unfortunately, is the Last Supper debacle that they did. There was no call for that. They apologized, but it wasn't, I didn't think, very sincere. A lot of sponsors pulled their money and stuff for commercials, which they should have, and it's a travesty. It was stupid. It was tasteless, and it ruined an otherwise spectacular night. And Lady Gaga was there, Celine Dion was there, and she looked fantastic. And so overall, it was a great experience, but that kind of tainted the entire thing, and it's unfortunate. The United States has done okay. They got a few gold medals. One in swimming, I know for sure. One in fencing. Yes, fencing. There may be other medals. I don't know all of them yet, but still very, very early. Gymnastics we watched yesterday. That's always exciting, and so yeah, they're doing good, and we'll keep you updated on as far as medal counts. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. We got a few things to go through. I got my notes here. 32 days, Bucky, until the Badgers play their first game of the season against Western Michigan in Madison. So that's exciting. But for Bucky, what else do you have in front of you? We have Doctor Doom. Why is Doctor Doom there? Well, yesterday at Comic-Con in San Diego, it was announced that Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Doctor Doom, which is fantastic news. There's a Doomsday Marvel movie, and then there's a Secret Wars movie, which will be out later. But Downey's going to play, Doctor Doom version. I'm assuming in both movies, and it's very exciting. People they're still talking about it. He was there and he did an unveiling, and everybody was just ecstatic over it. It's a fantastic move, I think. There might be a later version. They might merge different universes, and then the actual real Victor Von Doom will be introduced. That's the theory. That's a rumor. We'll see what happens, but it's extremely exciting. The other thing last week was the card convention. I'm not sure where it was, to be honest with you. That was last week. I saw some videos from it, and a lot of big polls and a lot of new products were shown. That's always exciting because I know when I was there, it was fantastic. I loved it, and I'm totally happy that I got to go to that. And so that's exciting. The other news, what else you got here? Oh, it's Brad Holmes' 45th birthday. He's the GM, of course, of the Lions. I thought he was older than that, to be honest with you, but happy birthday, Brad. And two Lions notes. Taylor Decker, I think it was this morning actually, signed a 3-year contract extension for $60 million, or approximately $20 million a year. I'm sure there was incentives and bonuses and guaranteed, money. I didn't have the details of that. Um, on a sadder note, Michael Badgley, the Money Badger, is out indefinitely with a leg injury, a hamstring tear. He's having surgery. I don't know if it's today, but sometime this week, and he's been placed on IR, so he'll be gone for the year. Fortunately, they have the kicker from the UFL from Michigan. His name escapes me. I'll post it later. So here's your number one kicker right now. They'll bring in a couple other players, I'm sure. They want to, burn his leg out in training camp. But yeah, that's exciting. It's kind of sad because Mike Badgley played very well last year, I thought. Kicked very well and made a lot of clutch kicks. And he's had kind of a rocky, up and down kind of a career with the Lions. But I like him as a kicker. He's really good. And so hopefully he gets, healthy, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see how this kicker does. There's no guarantees, obviously. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Last week's video, like I said, did 10, which is very modest. That's okay. The amount, it's not the reason why I do these videos. I do them for myself because they're fun. I told you that a million times. And if you enjoy them, that's even better. But I'm not going to sit here and, beg and plead for people to sign up. That's just not that's not why I do it. But anyway, besides that, I said all training camps are open. The Lions, they're doing very well. No major injuries except for the kicker, obviously. Quarterbacks are doing very well. Jared Goff's doing very well. Hendon Hooker's doing better. Lots of quarterback signings over the past week. Jordan Love from the Packers signed a huge deal. Tua also signed a huge deal with the Dolphins. The only one that still hasn't signed an extension is Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. And the Cowboys have a lot of issues going on. There's 3 players that they haven't signed. Their salary cap is tied up in all these players, and that's why they didn't sign any free agents maybe one, free agents over the summer. But so Cowboys have some issues, which is fine. But so the Lions are doing well. This morning, Good Morning Football was back on after a long absence. I watched most of it. I love that show. It's a great show, and they try to talk about a lot of teams, but they always make sure they talk about the Cowboys or the NFC East. That's just how they are. But they did mention the Lions a little bit, and that's okay but they're getting more and more public notice and attention, and that's good. So I think that's about it, Bucky. Yeah, that's about it. I got some work I got to do outside. It's going to be hot. There's heat advisories out, so I got to be careful when I get it done before it gets too hot. I got to have lunch first, and then I got to go outside. So drink plenty of water, and a lot of news to go over today, Bucky. And I'm pretty sure this video will get more views and more likes, and we'll see what happens. So for Mike C, and of course Star Show, as always, it's Dr. Bucky Doom. No, it's just Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And take care, everybody. Like I said, stay safe, drink plenty of water, and just enjoy life. All right, bye now.